Welcome back, guys. Well, this is going to be related to Atari stuff. And over here, you'll see a bunch of stuff here. This is stuff that I got a while back. I ordered the Atari 7800 Plus and along with some cartridges. And these came in, like I said, a while back. Very high quality, like I guess you would call these repros, official repros made by Atari. Um, these are awesome classic games for the Atari 7800 and very good quality reproduction. So anyway, I already talked about those, covered those a while back. These were some accessories that came with the package that I ordered for the Atari 7800 Plus, and I've used the paddles. They work perfectly. They feel just like the original models. The controller as well, and these are some nice extension cables. Well, anyway, I got this in today, and I haven't opened it yet. I'm hoping that this is my console. I also ordered some games, some more games. I don't know if everything's going to fit in this box. So this might not be everything that I ordered, but let's see what we got. Because right now, I'm not sure. I have not even opened it to check. Let's see what we got in the box. Okay. Well, this looks like it's the console. Yeah, it is. It's not any of my extra games. So I guess those will be coming separately. But here we are. The 7800 Plus console. It does have the Bentley Bear game in it. Wow. Includes wireless gamepad. Yeah, and it has a dongle, so you can actually use that on an original Atari 7800. So, yeah, let's open this thing. I know a lot of other people have done unboxings on this console. It's not like I'm first to this by any stretch of the imagination, but it is my console, so it's the first one I've ever opened. If I can cut this plastic. Try not to mess up the box. Wow, I thought for sure there would be some of my games, but it's just the console. Okay. That's okay. I'm not complaining. I'd rather have the console than have the games. I'll get the games when they're ready, I guess, when they ship. Let's see what we got inside here. We got to cut this little sucker right there. Now we can get into it. Can we get into it? Yes, we can get into it. There we go. Look at that. And there it is. 7800 Plus. Got a little compartment over here, which is like another little box. And if you open that, let's see what we got. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Empty in there. And this has the USB-C cable. And it's another USB-C cable, two of them. An HDMI cable. And then we also apparently have our cartridge with no box, just the cartridge. That's interesting. John, get down, John. John is trying to check this out. Oh my goodness. John just jumped up here out of nowhere. Okay, no box, just the sleeve and the cartridge itself for Bentley Bear Crystal Quest. Wow, that's interesting. So if you want the complete in box, I guess you have to actually buy it. Well, how about that? I did not know that. Okay. And then here is the controller, which I've never used this controller, the original. Oh, it is charged a little bit. That's good. It does have the joystick attachment for it, which I probably won't use. And then It has a USB dongle and an Atari dongle. That's interesting. So I guess you can use this on things that will accept that. Interesting. Probably PC for like emulators, maybe even like other things, but that's pretty cool. Yeah, I've got a NES style gamepad that I use for my original 7800, but I will definitely try this and see how this works. Doesn't feel bad. Feels pretty good. Not too shabby. It's not like 3D printed or anything. It's really nice. It's got a nice texture right there. It's interesting. Okie dokie. And then there's the console. And that's in its own little box as well. Can't believe Jon Snow jumped up here. I was like, what? Okay, and here we go. Okay, so we do get the instruction manual for Bentley Bear. That's good. Just no box. And we get the quick start guide for the console. Interesting. Very interesting. Nice little plastic protector there. And there it is. The console. Okay. On the back, you have HDMI 16:9 or 4:3. That's interesting. That'll be useful. Power. It's USB. Nothing else except for the controller ports and the switches for the Atari stuff. It feels really good. It feels really well made. It actually feels better made than my real 7800. Which, if you're curious, we can do a comparison on the size and see what that's like. So let's move all this off, and we'll go get the 7800 that I have. Okay, so here is my AV modded 7800. It's got the Chris Courage did this for me. Very much appreciate that. And it's been very sturdy, solid workhorse console for me. It's been really good. And there's your comparison. Hopefully you can get an idea of the difference in size there. It's hard to really make that clear. But yeah, Bentley Bear goes in the real console fine. Awesome. And goes into the 7800 Plus fine. Awesome. Okay. Well, let's see. Like I said, we got the quick start guide. Not much, just like sort of a card that gives you some details and stuff. And the manual for Bentley Bear, which is actually pretty nice. Yeah, I'm excited to try this game and see how this goes. Hopefully I get my other cartridges in soon. I thought they were all shipping together here, but that's not the case. So, yeah. I will include them in this unboxing when they come in. I don't know when that'll be. But, yeah, let's check out some gameplay of the 7800 Plus playing some games, because I do have several games I want to test on it, including this new one. So there you go. What's up, guys? Okay, I got everything hooked up. 7800 Plus is set up over here through HDMI. I didn't use the included USB-C. I just had a regular USB-C hooked up. And it's just hooked up to one of those like extra USB power ports on a power strip that I have. So it doesn't require it doesn't require necessarily its own USB power converter. You know, sometimes some of these kinds of consoles, they want you to use like higher power output like plug, but this one does not. So it seems to be working really good. I've got Miss Pac-Man running here, and since it does have that 4x3 and 16:9 switch on the back, what I'm doing is I'm actually outputting it at 16:9, which stretches the whole image to the full screen. And then I'm using OBS and the TV to stretch it back down to 4x3. And the reason I'm doing that is to use the full 1080p resolution. You don't necessarily have to do that. It looks fine outputting 4x3, but that's why I'm using what I'm using. So here we go. This is Miss Pac-Man running on the 7800 Plus. I figured this would be a good place to start. Don't worry, we're gonna get to Bentley Bear's Crystal Quest in just a minute. But I just wanted to show you what it looked like running a retail game. Running Miss Pac-Man here. Overall, seems like the picture is extremely sharp and the colors look good. They look a little different than what I was expecting, but of course, I'm used to playing real hardware output through composite, so colors are going to look a little different no matter what. But good God, it is freaking sharp. Just to come back here real quick, I am using this controller. I'm using the wireless controller that it comes with. I have not charged it yet. It seems to still have a little bit of charge in it, so we'll see how it does playing. But yeah, I got it set up here. We're going to test several games, just some games that I think might possibly have issues. The only reason I say that is because I've had issues with some of these on real hardware trying to capture it and stuff like that. So I want to see what kind of experience we get capturing and all that kind of stuff. Also, I have both original and the new paddle controllers, and we're going to be testing those with games like Astro Blast, because we have to test and see how well they work, and we got to test that input lag. This is an emulation based console, so there's going to be some sort of input lag because of that. How much, we'll find out. And then of course I'm using this wireless controller, so that might introduce some lag as well. But we'll see what happens with, we'll really be able to tell if there's input lag when we break out the paddle controls, which we'll be doing in just a minute. But first off, let's play a little bit of Miss Pac-Man. Let's see how it goes and see how the volume is. I may have to turn the volume down, but let's just see what happens here. So far, so good. Very responsive controller. I am not having any kind of complaints. Oh, except my sucking of gameplay. That we can complain about that. That's fine. But if we do that, we'll be here all day. The sound seems to be pretty accurate thus far. I'm going to turn the volume up on the game just a little, because I want you guys to hear the sound. Oh boy. Alright, let's die real quick and see how that sounds. One thing I want to show you before I play any more, I want to show you what it looks like when you actually load. And because of the way video captures with this device, you might not see everything because it might not pick up the signal right away. But I just want to try to show you. I'm going to turn it off and I'm going to turn it back on. And by the way, the switch feels very nice. The power switch and everything. Very nice. All right, so we get the Atari logo. You see it loads the game. So it's not instant. It's not like a system on a chip instant type thing. It does actually load the game into memory. And then there we go. So it just takes, I don't know, what was that? 5, 6, 7 seconds, something like that. Not too bad. It might vary depending on you know, what game you're loading, although I can't imagine it would vary too much, but it might vary. Okay, before we do anything else, we got to check out this Bentley Bear game. I promised I would. I'm not going to keep you hanging forever, you know, waiting to look at Bentley Bear. Let's take a look at it. This will be the first time that I've played this cartridge. I haven't even tested it on here yet. So let's load it up and see how it looks and sounds and plays and all that. All right, it is loading. And any second now, hopefully it loads. Might not have made a good connection. I might have to do it again. All right, let's do it again. Didn't make a good connection. All right, here we go. Let's count. I'm going to press it right now. Maybe 8 seconds before it came up. It's a little bit longer load time than what it was with Miss Pac-Man. But that might just be luck of the draw. I don't know. It's definitely taking longer to load on this one. There we go. Bentley Bear's Crystal Quest. Well, that sounds nice. Wow. That's pretty good. I think this has that extra sound chip. Maybe it doesn't, but I think that I had heard that it does. I do have a game that has that sound chip, the Pokey sound chip. It's called Ball Blazer. So we'll test that one also and see how it handles that chip. But there's several things we're going to test. Let's play this game. Okay, you can hold the button to run faster, like Mario. Ooh. Oh, what am I doing? Okay. Cool. I think I turned the volume up on my TV. Hang on, I'm going to turn that down so it doesn't echo. You probably couldn't hear it anyway, but... Okay, this controller, the buttons are spaced a little too far. So, if you're gonna Mario style it, where you hold down one button and then press the other with the other part of your thumb, you're gonna have a little bit of difficulty doing that. Okay, don't run into that. See, that's kind of messing me up there. Oh, come on. Wow. Yeah, there's my big complaint about this controller. The buttons are too far apart. Absolutely. Ouch. I'm used to using the NES style controller, so I'm not used to this. But I'll try and get used to it. I'm going to hold the controller a little differently so that I can hit both buttons without it being a problem. I'm doing the claw thing. You know what I'm talking about? Let's pause the game. Pause button works fine. Bring this back up. So instead of holding it like this, you know, like you normally would, and you try to roll your thumb or whatever, it's too far apart. So I'm going to hold it like this. I'll do the claw. Back to the game. Hopefully you can hear the game. It is a little lower than Miss Pac-Man was. Hopefully you can hear it fine though. This is a nice... Oh no! Okay, they run into you and it instant kills you. I didn't know that. This is a nice platformer though. It's solid. The frame rate is, you know, it's not choppy or anything. Colors look good. It's not bad. Control seems fine. A little bit of a learning curve, but nothing any worse than any other platformer. Very similar to like Adventure Island or something like that. Oh, it's getting darker. Ooh, what a terrible night to have a curse. Not really familiar with Bentley Bear. I know he is a character that's been in Atari stuff over the years. You know, he was in the Atari carts and he was in the first Crystal Castles. I've seen him in a few different things. Just not super familiar with Bentley Bear. Oh, look at that. Okay. Nice. Oh, you know, it occurred to me that the color might be a little off because I have this set to capture older consoles, so I use a different color scheme. Hang on just a second. Yeah, I use color space 601. We'll try 709 and see if it changes anything. It's not much of a change, but it might make it look a little bit better. So let me know. It's now 709, so let me know what you think. I gotta say, I'm not detecting any input lag. I'm not detecting any. That doesn't mean there's not any. It just means I'm not detecting any. I'm pressing the button. It seems very responsive. So make of that what you will, because this is emulation, so there is some input lag. And also the controller is wireless, so, you know, factor that in. Okay, that would not a very good first run on Bentley Bear. Let me try one more, and we'll move on to test something else. I like that you get unlimited rocks when you pick that up. I'm assuming those are rocks that you're throwing. I guess I could read the instructions and then I would know for sure. What are these things I keep running into over here? I don't know what those are. You would think Bentley Bear would be up against like bees and park rangers and stuff. But apparently this is a haunted forest. Hey, boo-boo! Oh, get away! Oh, damn it. I could have killed him, but I panicked. Oh, good. It gives you... That's nice. So, oh, look at it. It's fun. That's nice. I don't have to go all the way back to the beginning. Cool. I think this game has some sort of ability to continue. I don't know if it's a save function necessarily, but we'll find out in a minute. Okay, I'm getting better at this. This is not bad, guys. This is not a bad game. Oh, damn it, I ran right into that. Holding this controller differently is kind of messing me up a little. Oh! I'm gonna try to hold it regular and see if I can deal with it. These buttons are just a little too far apart. I can't do it. Ah, he came up under me. That's not fair. It's not fair. All right, let's check out this continue option. Oh, okay. So it started me there. You know what? I'm curious. I'm going to turn the game off and turn it back on and see if it still has me at that round 2. Let's see how long it takes to load this time. All right. We got the Atari logo pretty quick this time. It only took maybe 2 seconds, and then back to here. This one takes a while. About 20 seconds, maybe 22 seconds. All right, let's try continuing. Nope. Nope. It's not going to save it in memory or anything. Okay, so you're just continuing as long as you haven't turned the game off, apparently. Okay, well, that's good to know. All right. Now, since I did change the color, real quick before I do anything else, we'll do just real quick. I promise I won't take long on this. We'll look at Miss Pac-Man one more time just to see what the color difference is. It's probably not even anything you'll notice, but you know, since I did change it from 601 to 709, I just wanted to go ahead and do that. Another thing I'll tell you is if you decide you want to change the aspect ratio using the switch on the back of it, you can do that while you're running the game and it will be fine. It's not going to mess you up. It will actually on the fly switch back and forth without any problems. Yeah, it's a little bit louder. Yeah, I think the color looks a little bit better now. Yeah, a lot of those older consoles, if you use 601 instead of 709 color for the capture, it looks a little bit better. But if you use anything that has a modern color output like this, it needs to just be 709. Okay, I just wanted to check that. All right, next thing we're going to check. We're going to check the sound chip in Ball Blazer. Like I said, it has that special pokey type sound chip. And sure it's in there all the way. This cartridge is a little funky. Oh, man. Get in there. There it goes. Ooh. Some of these cartridges, I don't know. All right. And I'm going to hit power and flick it on. So let's see how long it takes. Not very long, so that's good. Yeah, that one time I guess we just had a little bit of bad luck with it. I don't know. It seems to be going good. As far as I know, when you get the 7800 Plus, it has the newer firmware and not the older firmware. Because when the 2600 Plus came out, it had some issues that ended up getting corrected with firmware. All right, let's listen to this sound. Weird game, but it looks cool. It'd be really fun 2-player. I think it sounds great, and it looks great too. So Ball Blazer, you passed the test. You passed the test. Absolutely. Okay. So I gotta check. I gotta check there's another game. There's a couple of games that I've had trouble with when I've tried to capture on original hardware. One of them is Battlezone. For whatever reason, I don't know. Original hardware trying to convert the signal, the way they decided to do the refresh rate or whatever, just doesn't want to capture very well. I've had problems. Let's see if I can get it to capture using this, which hopefully I can. Hopefully it's not a problem. Hopefully it works just fine. Battlezone. Here we go. Atari. I don't mind the loading. It doesn't take that long. I wish, obviously, that it wasn't like that, but it's not a big deal. It's not a deal breaker. Okay. That looks great. That looks fantastic. But what will happen when I get shot? Because that's when it really messes up. Like when you get shot by another tank. It does like this weird effect. There it is. Okay. It looks great. That's how it's supposed to look. Awesome. Let's play some of this. What a cool game, man. Obviously, the arcade version is like vector graphics or whatever, but this is a cool. See, he got me. I've wanted to. Man, this is one of the games I've been wanting to play on a stream for a long time, and I was never able to capture it because every time I would try to play it, it would just be all it just wouldn't work. The capture would never work. Come on, I'm here. Tanks. Tanks for nothing. Oh, he got me. Okay. Well, it works, and that's what I wanted to check. That's awesome. Another game I want to check that I have the same issue. In fact, the worst issue is Asteroids. We're going to check a few games that have like flickery graphics. Asteroids, never been able to capture using original hardware. So let's see what happens with this. Let's see how Asteroids does with the 7800 plus. Very curious about it. This is the 2600 Asteroids, not the 7800 Asteroids. Big difference. Big difference. The 2600 Asteroids is the one with the problem. The 7800 Asteroids I've always been able to capture. Its graphics are done completely differently. But the 2600 one does the flickery graphics. And that causes a lot of problems. You see what I'm talking about? You see the flickering? That looks great. That looks great. That's how I had hoped it would look. All right, let's play. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Yes. This is the Asteroids I grew up with. This is the one. This is my favorite. I know it looks like crap. It's got a weird, like, incessant sound that doesn't go away, but I love it. I love everything about it. It's my favorite version. Finally, I can play this. Oh my god, this is awesome. I will note also that, let me turn the volume down just a little. I will note also that this game is on the Atari 50 collection, and it runs fine through that, and you're able to capture through that. So if you were wondering, it doesn't have any problems if you play it that way. But the original hardware, I've never been able to capture it. So there you go, Asteroids. We're just doing some tests here. Just doing some tests. Okay, Asteroids works. Awesome. What about the original Pac-Man? Although I don't know why you would want to play the original Pac-Man. I mean, maybe, you know. Sometimes it's fun to go back and check stuff out. There's a lot of flickering. A lot of flickering. I haven't really had problems capturing it before, but I figured if we're going to be testing for games that have issues with flickering, we should at least, you know, see what happens with Pac-Man. So let's find out. The original Atari 2600 version of Pac-Man. The worst version ever. Maybe not the worst version ever. I've played some computer versions of Pac-Man that are terrible. This is also terrible. But, you know, it's not like it's not fun. It's still fun. It just looks bad. And it seems to have no issues whatsoever. The sound is exactly right. The graphics look right. Flickering doesn't cause any problems. Yeah, this is fine. That's what you want. And I will not torture you further with more Pac-Man. That's fine. We wanted to know if it worked, and now we know it works. Oh, Defender. That's another one. The 2600 version of Defender, which I love. I love every version of Defender. It's awesome. 5200 version is my absolute favorite, but the 2600 version, you know, it's not bad. It's really not. Looks like it didn't go through. Hang on. One more time with feeling. Let's see if it kicks in this time. Come on, do it. I think it's coming or going. No, here it comes. All right. Sometimes it takes a second for the capture to kick in. If you're just playing this on your TV, you're not gonna, you won't have like this extended period where you're waiting like I am. But with a capture card, sometimes you get that. This looks, look at this. This looks great. Oh boy. Oh boy. You know, aside from the buttons being a little too far apart, this wireless gamepad is really good. But I don't have to use it. I can use my other controller if I so choose. Okay, well there we go, Defender. Okie dokie. Well, tested all those. I think that it's time for us to test the paddle controllers. So I got my original paddles here. I also have the new paddles, but we'll test with the originals first. I don't know, these are older, but they seem to work pretty good. So let's pull this little dongle out and put the paddle controller in. And I think the best game to test this with is Astro Blast. I think so. So here we go. Some Astro Blast paddle action. We'll see how it goes. All right, it's loading. Now this will be the ultimate test of input lag because you'll definitely feel it with paddles. Absolutely. So let's find out how bad this is as far as that goes, or if it's okay. Wrong paddle. Let me switch to the other one. Okay. Here we go. Ooh. Okay. I gotta say, guys, it feels pretty good. This is with my old paddles for my 2600. I'm gonna play for a couple more minutes and then I'm gonna switch to the new paddles, the ones that they sent me for the 7800 plus. See if the newer paddles feel any different or any better or any worse. I don't feel input lag. I know that sounds crazy and hard to believe and obviously a lie, but I just don't feel it. I don't feel any problems. I mean, you can see I'm not doing great, but I'm able to control what I'm doing. If I was concentrating more, I've never been good at this game. I should mention that, even on a CRT. I'm not good at this. I'm good at Astro Smash, but Astro Blast, I don't have a lot of experience with it anyway, but I've never been very good at it. It's so fast. Too damn fast. And I'll tell you what, you think this is fast? Flick that other switch and see how fast it gets. It's like super fast. This is the slower mode. Ah, you jerk. Okay. All right. We're going to switch out to the new paddles. Hang on. Pull this one out. Oh my. Original paddles, you can go over here. And we'll get the 7800 plus paddles out. Where did I open it? This side? Yes. Try not to mess up the box. I don't want to mess up the box. And here we go, the new paddles. And honestly, they feel exactly like the other ones. If I didn't have them separated, I don't know if I'd be able to tell the difference. Probably could. These look a little, the cables are newer. You can tell there's a difference. Plug this sucker in. It's plugged in. All right, let's bring the game back up. Hopefully I don't have to reset it. See if it works. Here we go. Oh, okay, these feel a lot different. But that's because they're new, obviously. And I have way more control. It's not nearly as sensitive. That's what I'm trying to say. So you have to move the wheel a little further to accomplish the same thing. Oh, okay. I gotta get used to this. Wow. I'm trying to detect, see if there's... The wheel itself is a little stiff compared to my original paddles. So it definitely feels different. And it's kind of throwing me off. I think it's basically just because it's new. My old ones are pretty old. My old paddles are, I mean, they're obviously original model paddles. I had to fix them because they didn't work when I got them. So I had to like take them apart and lubricate them and spray deoxit in them. And, you know, so they've been around the block. Let's see if I can hang in there and not die and get to the next color. Wow, okay. Ah, damn it. Okay, come on now. Oh, come on. The little ones. Ah. Wow, I'm terrible at this game. So much harder than Astro Smash. Oh, damn it. Oh, come on. Really? When those little ones go flying out of there, they just come out like bullets. I mean, not all the time. Sometimes they're slower. But sometimes they are super fast. Ah, what the hell was that? Just let it run right into me. Can't even get to the color change. I think I definitely did better with my old paddles. It's probably just because I'm used to them. Maybe I need a more sensitive paddle, you know? Sometimes we need a sensitive paddle. You know what I mean? I'm almost there. There we go. We did it. Ladies and gentlemen, we did it. I could get good with this. I could. But I'm not going to waste your time. Okay. So that works. That's good. All right. Excellent. So, let's see. What about Breakout? Does Breakout work with the paddles? I think it does. I think Breakout does. Let's find out. Come on. There we go. Okay. Wrong paddle. There we go. Other paddle. I keep grabbing the wrong paddle. Yeah, it definitely works with the paddles. Okay, so here's a good test for the input lag. I don't know. I mean, I guess there's probably some. Yeah, there's got to, I mean, I'm sure there is some. It's not bad. It's manageable. All right. This will be the ultimate test. I said Astro Blast would be the ultimate test, but this might be the real ultimate test. Oh, damn it. But I suck at this anyway. It's not good. I shouldn't be the one testing for input lag when I suck at video games. Yeah. How would you know if there's a problem with input lag? Because even if there's not, I still suck. This is good though. I'm not doing absolutely horrendous. I mean, what I mean by that is I'm not doing any worse than I normally would be doing. Ah! Yeah. Okay, it works. Okay, well, guys, I'm going to conclude that the Atari 7800 Plus seems to be working well. Can't really detect any major input lag issues. The picture looks fantastic. The colors are good. The sound is great. It works good with the Pokey chip. The games that I had problems with the flickering seems to not have problems. Asteroids, Battlezone, that seems to work fine. Yeah, I don't know what else I can really test at the moment. If you guys have any suggestions, I'll probably be doing an Atari live stream in the not too distant future. I do have a bunch of games coming. I ordered a bunch of games from them, the newer release games. So hopefully they show up soon. So imagine when I get those, I'll want to play those and do a stream about those. But my biggest complaint is those buttons are too far apart. That's the biggest complaint I have. So bear that in mind if you're going to be playing it. But if you don't mind a little bit of load time, I think it's definitely awesome. I'm very excited about it. In fact, I pretty much will keep this hooked up for streaming, and my modded 7800 Plus will go on my CRT TV, because I just can't see myself using the original model 7800, on streams. I'll pretty much just stick with the 7800 Plus, unless something changes, it blows up and burns down the apartment, which hopefully that's not. I mean, I wouldn't be playing video games at that point anyway. But anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. More videos coming soon. Hopefully you enjoyed some of this. It's been my first little examination of the Atari 7800 Plus. Pretty cool console. Um, yeah, yeah, I don't have any real issues other than, like I said, those buttons are a little far apart. And also, I guess I should say, regarding the game Bentley Bear Crystal Quest, the other complaint I have is you don't get a box with the game. You get the little sleeve, but you don't get an actual box unless you buy it separate. I mean, I'm assuming you get a box if you buy it on its own. So, if you did buy it separately and you did get a box, please let me know. Anyway, that's it. More videos coming soon. I'm going to go play some Atari, and I'll catch you guys later. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.